All right, Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performane, and we are back with the final deadlift workout of this cycle. So that means I'm gonna try to push the limits a little bit with the deficits today. But first, if you like this type of content, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. All right, so as for the deficit deadlifts themselves, I'm still doing it from the aerobic step. A couple weeks ago, I did explain how to set it up. I get myself prepped first, take the shoes off. This is all after a general warm-up. Empty bar all the time for the first set of warm-ups. So here, I'm gonna have to square this up after because it's gonna bug me. But here, just everything's nice and tight. So what I will be doing for this is I will be using a reverse grip on an alternated grip. This way, my grip isn't an issue. If I go double overhand, the Rogo Hyo bar with the black Cerakote coating isn't that aggressive of a knurling, and it's a little humid out, so I'm not gonna have the greatest grip to go double overhand when I start to get up over 250 pounds. So by using an alternated or reverse grip, I can hold on much easier in that regard. So just as I get set up for my next warm-up set, big course announcement. This upcoming November 13th to 16th in Phoenix, Arizona at Built Better, Justin King's facility, Mr. Michael Pellegrino will be coming to teach from Monaco to teach his kinetic chain enhancement course. The same course that a decade ago he taught Charles Poliquin, who then taught it around the world. He's added new stuff, he's improved it, he's streamlined the entire process. This is for advanced coaches and therapists who want to take their own skill set to another level, to be able to help athletes and clients improve mobility, strength, and muscle firing speed right there on the gym floor really quickly. So I'll let Michael tell you a little bit more.
Hi, this is Michael Pellegrino. I'm super happy and excited to announce that November 13th to the 16th this year, I'm going to be in Arizona teaching kinetic chain enhancement. This seminar is going to be an absolute game changer for your business and of course your clients' results. But places are super limited, so please book yours soon. I really look forward to seeing you there.
Alright, so yeah, that's the information for the kinetic chain enhancement course in Phoenix as I'm getting this warm-up set done, just focusing on moving with speed. Then we get into the first actual working set here. I've got 265 on the bar with it. And big thing I'm focusing on here with the first pull, just trying to move quickly, feel it out. And as you might notice, each rep kind of speeds up a little bit. It felt pretty good knowing that I've got 2 more sets after this. I just went, okay, good. At the 6th rep, felt good. That was good. So went up 10 pounds to 75. So as you see, as I'm getting set here, get the grip all cued in, get everything pulled nice and tight. It tried to roll away, pulled it back towards me. Big breath and go. So I'm really focusing on the eccentric here, on keeping things tight, keeping the bar close. And as you see, each rep, it seems to almost speed up at this point for me. So got through 7 reps fairly easy. All right, 285 pounds on the bar. Anytime I'm doing a deadlift, my focus whenever I'm lifting is I'm trying to move the bar as fast as I can once it gets going. I'm not trying to yank it off the ground. I take the tension out, and then I'm trying to move as quickly as I can after that point. That way I get up nice and quick and lock out. All right, and still doing that volume set to finish off the deadlifts. Again, just building up that strength and endurance in the low back, the glutes, as well as in the grip. This, I kind of go with a little bit more of a slack grip on it, because it's only 155, I'm just going up and down. All right, so now I'm going to be doing face pulls along with the hanging knee tucks, gar hammer raises. So with the face pull, you're working on the rotator cuff, but also scapular retraction. So basically everything up in the upper back here. What I'm really focusing on doing here is pulling my wrists, I'm basically trying to go like this, so that it's almost like a back double biceps pose in bodybuilding, but because the force is going to be constantly pulling me forward, I'm actually having to work the rotator cuff to bring it back, and to keep the elbows back, it requires the scapular retractors to really kick in. So I'm going to be doing 8 reps, holding for 5 seconds each time. So the big thing I'm focusing on when I'm doing this is pulling both the elbows back as well as getting my wrists to my ears. I'm trying to bring my fist right to the ears as best as I can and hold for 5 seconds. This 5-second hold in the shortened contracted position will cause a little bit of like a shake to happen as the muscle slightly spasms. Like you're talking the external rotators, the subs gap especially here, and the rear delt is also going to get a little bit of that really hard contraction, and it just starts to spasm ever so slightly, especially under load, because it's constantly trying to pull you forward out of that position. So the muscle has to really work hard to stay there. Just think, if you're really flexing your muscle hard, it's going to get a little bit of that. Then right into the gar hammer raises here. These started to get really tough near the end, but I lost count when I was doing them. What I'm really focusing on is trying to roll my hips up underneath me by tucking the knees up into my chest and then extending out so that my actual abdominal muscles are carrying the load here instead of just the hip flexors. Alright, so that's everything for today's workout. Just some heavy deficit deadlifts along with the scapular retraction, rotator cuff work, and a little bit of abs. Tomorrow is going to be the last bench press workout of this cycle, which is going to be nice. Whole new thing starting next week. My post workout is going to be the usual: a scoop of HTB Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of their greens and reds whole food mix, and 5 grams of crazy monohydrate from Clean Athlete. If you want to get 10% off an order from HTB Labs, go to the link in the description below, htblab.com, and use code RISLING10 at checkout. This is good in both Canada and the US. All right, so if you got any value from this or you just enjoyed the content in general, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. If you got any questions on the course that's going to be going on in Phoenix in November 13th to 16th, leave a comment below and reach out to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that. Anyways, that's everything for today. Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance. Embrace your potential.